everyone, it's Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteningLife.com, and in this video I want to talk to you about surrender and specifically tell you how surrendering to something saved me $300. So as you know, if you followed me for a while, I moved into a new house about 10 months ago, and one of the things that I got with my new house was a pool. Well, my pool pump went out a few weeks ago, and I have been trying to find a similar pool pump and looking at different ones and looking at different manufacturers and being astounded that they were expensive. This one that I was looking at was going to cost me $300. And I really didn't want to pay $300 for the pump, and I wanted to find some other alternatives. So I've been actually doing a lot of research. Meanwhile, my pool doesn't have a pump. I've been trying to keep the water circulating, but it's starting to turn a little bit green, so I really need to get a pump in my pool. So I finally, yesterday, called the manufacturer and got someone on the phone who was very nice and said, here's what I need. I need a new pump. I don't know what to buy. Are your alternatives, what are your alternatives? Can I get something else? I need your help. So she said, well, we have that pump and it's actually on sale now. It's $100. I thought, great, I'm going to get the pump. It's only going to be $100. I'm not going to have to pay $300, and I'll get this taken care of. So we were on the website. She showed me the different ones they had. She showed me the one that was specifically right for my pool. And I added to the cart. As I'm talking to her on the phone, I add it to the cart and I get ready to check out, and I get this message in the cart, the item's out of stock, and it disappears out of my cart. So I had her on the phone and I said, hey, I just put this thing in my cart. It says it's out of stock. Could you please check on that for me? So she said, just give me a minute. She comes back. She said, I'm sorry, we don't have any more, and it's going to be a week or 10 days before we get some more. I was not very happy, and I said, okay, thanks for your help. I'll check back with you in a week. Then I hung up the phone and I thought, okay, I have two choices here. I can go to these other sites, because she told me what to get, that are selling the same pump, but it was $300, or I had this naggy feeling that there was something else going on there. And I always trust my intuition, which is very strong. I'm, after all, an intuitive. So I went outside, and the pool pump is plugged into an outlet that is actually next to the pool, and I had this installed last year. So I get another appliance and I plug it into the outlet. Appliance I knew worked. Plug it into the outlet, turn the appliance on, it doesn't come on. So I got an extension cord. I ran it from my shed to the pool pump, plugged it in, and the pool pump worked. So the problem wasn't the pump, it was the GFI, the outlet that the pump was actually plugged into. So I'm running the extension cord, the pump is working. I don't need to buy a new pump, although I might get their $100 pump just in case mine runs out. But the cool thing is, all I have to do is get that outlet fixed, and that saved me from spending $300 on a pump that I did not want to buy at $300. But also, I listened to my intuition, I surrendered to the process, and I don't have to replace my pump. It actually works. But here's what I said when I was sitting there trying to think about what I wanted to do, whether I was going to go and buy that $300 pump, again, which I didn't want to do, or wait until the other pump was available, which would take a week or so. And what I said to myself was, I want a pump that works. That's all I said. And then I went outside and checked this one out, and it actually worked. So this is the process of surrender. It's not about giving up. It's about allowing and receiving. And when you allow and receive, you open yourself up to new things coming into your life. Well, one of the downsides of that is that those new things have to go into spaces that are probably currently occupied by old things. So one of the allowance items is to allow yourself to let go of the things that aren't giving you what you want and receive the things that are. And it's like a revolving door. So if you imagine as you have to let something go, you're actually letting it go because something else is coming in, and those two things will actually switch places. So the new takes the place of the old. Now, that doesn't always happen, that quickly. Sometimes it takes a while. And then one of the lessons in the surrender course is about surrendering to timing, and understand how timing has really nothing to do with time. It has everything to do with flow. And another one of the lessons in the surrender course is about joy. And surrendering to joy means allowing ourselves to have joy in our lives, allowing ourselves to be joyful and to enjoy our lives. So in this course, you have the 5 ways of surrender, which is surrendering to joy, peace, love, freedom, and timing. Then I also give you 2 other lessons that are all based on Archangel Uriel's teachings, and that is surrender, or asking for guidance as a creator, and allowing yourself to speak your truth. In order to speak your truth, you have to know your truth. And this lesson is really good about that. Archangel Uriel is all about truth and what's real and what's there and what's in front of us and being empowered and self-aware. I think that's one of the reasons why his teachings have not been available to us until now, because it really is a very empowering way of looking at the world, and these messages had to come at a time when we were willing to be empowered. So what are you willing to surrender to today? Which means allowing yourself to receive. So think about something you want, something that's not working. What is it you really want? You want it to work, you want it to be easy, you want to be in the flow, you want things to change. Surrender to that, allow that to happen, and then see what comes out on the other side. You might be surprised, as I was, by saving yourself hundreds of dollars when you allow yourself to be in that flow and allow things to work out the way that they can and the way that is the best thing for you. This is Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteningLife.com. You can sign up for this surrender course. We start May 10th. EnlighteningLife.com/surrender. It's going to be a great class. You're going to love it. As usual, I have audios, worksheets, everything. I always do worksheets for you. And I promise you'll come out on the other side of this course with a brand new understanding of yourself and your potential, and you will embrace the concept of surrender, because you'll see that it is the most powerful way that you can manifest and create things you want in your life. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.